All right, class, the first phonogram we're going to write is oo, What are you going to write? Ooh, Good. Say it while you write it. Even if we're not sure and we're doing that line, go ahead and say, because I need to hear everyone saying the sounds. All right, thank you. If you just put your pencil down as soon as you're finished. Finger under that phonogram, class. What is it? Ooh, Good. This is our ooh, All right, if you don't have it, say it while you write it. Ooh, All right, our next phonogram is or. Class, what are you going to write? Or. Good. Say it while you write it. Thank you if you're holding your paper with the hand you're not writing with. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Or. Good. This is our. All right. Ooh, good. We all got that one. That's all we need for our words today. We'll review a few more. Let's write G, two-letter G, always followed by a vowel. What are you going to write? G, two-letter G, always followed by a vowel. Say it while you write it. G, two-letter G, always followed by a vowel. Well, I hope we were watching when we were doing the cards because this was in here. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What is it? G, two-letter G, always followed by a vowel. Good. This is our G, two-letter G, always followed by a vowel. If you're writing it, say it while you write it. All right, next we'll do ew. Class, what are you going to write? Ew. Good. Say it while you write it. All right, thank you if you are holding the paper with the hand you're not writing with. Class, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What is it? Ew. Ew. This is ew. The only phonogram in English that just says ew, so you don't have to say anything else, you just say ew. So if you are writing it, I need to hear you saying it. All right, well, we're writing it, otherwise it's not as helpful. All right, if you didn't know these any of these you didn't know, they were all in our cards today. So if you weren't sure, that lets me know we weren't paying attention as well as we could have when we were reviewing with the cards before we started. All right, our last one is aw, that we do not use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Aw, that we do not use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. Aw, that we do not use at the end of English words. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it?
That we do not use at the end of English words.
Good. Don't start writing it yet. We have not done this one in a long time. We've been focusing more on that we do use at the end of English words. But remember, if our phonogram ends with a W and we say that we do use for do not use, we just trade that W into a U. And it's our whatever that we do not use at the end of English words. If you're writing this in, say it while you write it. So everyone whose pencil is up, I need to hear your voice. Class, again, I'm not doing this to be mean, but if I see you writing it and don't hear you saying it, I'm just going to have you write it again so that you're saying it while you write it. Because writing it and then saying it, not as helpful. All right, let's quickly review our phonograms that we practiced. So everyone eyes up here.
4, 2, that we do not use at the end of English words.
Ew. All right. Our first word is real. Class, what's the word?
Real.
Yes. I hope for Christmas I get a real puppy. Real. But real is a two-way word. To spell it, we're going to say real. Listen one more time. To spell real, we say real. Class, how do we say real to spell it?
Real.
Real. Good. How many syllables are in real? So everyone's hand should be on there. Shannon, or else showing me. All right. Okay, that took probably at least 30 seconds. Shouldn't take more than 5. Good, there are 2 syllables in real. What is the first syllable? Re. Good, and the second one?
Al.
Let's see if we can spell the whole word at once. Our first syllable, re. Pencils aren't up yet. Our first syllable, re. What sounds do we hear?
E.
All right, it's an open syllable. That means which E are we using?
E.
At E, right? It has to be a single vowel if we say it's an open syllable. Our second syllable is al. What sounds do we hear in the syllable al?
Al.
Good, all right. One more time. What's our first syllable?
Al.
Our first syllable is re. Our second syllable?
Al.
Don't forget that syllable break. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. Thank you, Layla. She got ready so quickly. What is it? All right, make sure your word looks like this. If we're fixing anything, thank you. We're saying the sounds while we're fixing it. Let's see how quickly we can mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this one? All right, most of us are doing a terrific job. I have one of us that needs to step it up. Good, we need to underline this because it's saying its name. Does this need a marking? How about this one? All right, pick up your pencil. You have another finish. Stop, cross it out. Quickly, writing the word now, saying the sounds when you write them. Say the sounds when you write them. You know you need a syllable. No, stop. Just put your pencil down. We're gonna do this during recess. I'm not gonna hold up the rest of the class. All right, class, let's read our word.
Real.
Good. To spell it, we say real. When we're talking, we say real. Real. So real, real. Real, real. All right. I want everyone to tell me in 5 seconds what's going to get our thinking cap. 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? Excellent. It is our a-a-ah. Because it's making more of an sound in real. All right, class, one more time. How do we say this word? To spell it?
Real.
Good, real. How do we say it when we're talking?
Real.
Real. All right. Oh, this is our base word for our next word. No, pencil. We're going to do it during recess. Our next word is really. Class, what's the word?
Really.
Really. I was really excited that I got to sleep in yesterday. Really. But it's a two-way word. It's going to sound like our base word. We're going to hear our base word in it. So to spell it, we're going to say really. So one more time, to spell really, we say really. Say that with me, class. Really. All right, one more time. How do we say really to spell it? Really. How many syllables are in really? Thank you, everyone who's showing me. How many syllables? There are 3 syllables in really. The first 2 are going to be our base word real. So just go ahead and write that base word again, saying the sounds while you write them. All right, when we're finished with that base word and have a syllable break after it, pencils are down. Again, I don't want to see pencils moving if we're not talking. All right, class, to our base word, we're adding a suffix to make real into really. Which suffix are we adding? You remember our suffix ly hopefully from quickly and slowly. We'll go over it again though. What sounds do we hear in the suffix ly? Good. This e in our suffix ly is ya, I, e. Which e do we use in our suffix ly?
I, e.
Good. Ya, I, e. Add that suffix, saying the sounds while you write them. All right, pencils are down when we're finished. Cambry's setting a great example today, just like Layla. I don't want to see pencils moving and voices not. That was just me, but I'm not sure. All right, class, we can go syllable by syllable. For the first part, what's our first syllable? Okay. We could say the first syllable is re, right? Remember, we're starting to do that more. Which E is it?
Y-A-I-E.
Good, yeah. I-E. If we need to fix anything in our word, we're fixing it now, saying the sounds while we're writing them. All right, so pencils are up, voices need to be on, we need to be saying the sounds. Say the sounds from the first one. Next time I'm gonna have to keep you in from recess so you and have you practice. Okay, let's not do that. All right, let's mark our word. Eyes up here. Does this need a marking? How about this one? It's saying its name. How about this one? This one? This one? How about this guy? I'm hoping we remember every time this says E, it gets a 3 because its vowel sounds are I-E. So every time this guy says E, it's going to get a 3. All right, go ahead and pick up your pencil. All right, class, let's read our word. Eyes are up here. Good, we say really to spell it. When we're talking, we say really. Really. All right, one more time, class. What's going to get our thinking cap? 3, 2, 1. What is it? Good, again, it's the A-A-R. All right, class, so how do we say this word to spell it?
Reality.
Good, really. How do we say it when we're talking?
Really.
Really. All right, good. Our next word is important. Class, what's the word?
Important.
Good, important. Let's see, I have an important meeting this weekend. Important. All right, but important is a two-way word. To spell it, we say important. All right, one more time to spell it, we say important. Class, how do we say important to spell it? Important. Good, important. How many syllables are in important? Thank you, everyone who's shown me already. If you're not, your hand needs to go to your chin. In important, there are 3 syllables. So one more time, this is a word that the syllables sound different when we're talking than when we're spelling it. All right, so there's 3 syllables. Our first syllable is im. What's our first syllable?
M.
The second syllable is port. What is it?
Port.
And the last one is ant. So one more time, what's our first syllable?
In.
Second,
Port.
third,
Cat.
ant. So import ant. What sounds do we hear in the first syllable im?
In.
All right, just do that first syllable. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, our second syllable is port. What sounds do we hear in the syllable port?
Or.
All right, port. One more time. What are our sounds?
Or.
Good. Or. Say them while you write them. All right, when we're finished with that second syllable, our pencils are down. All right, our third syllable is ant. What sounds do we hear in the syllable ant? Say them while you write them. All right, finger under the first phonogram in that word, class. What is it?
Celebrate or celebrate.
All right, make sure your word looks like this. All right, if we're fixing anything, we're saying the sounds as we're fixing them. All right, let's mark it. Oh, Mateo's ready to mark it quickly. Does this need a marking? This one, this, good. This, this. All right, so just that 2-letter phonogram. All right, let's read our word. We can do that when I have everyone's eyes up here. Everyone's eyes.
Important.
Good. So if we're talking, it sounds more like important. But I think it's so we're hearing the space word, we say important to spell it. Okay, so important. So I'm leaving the syllable break where it is. Important. All right, 3 seconds, class. What's going to get my thinking cap? 2, 1. Once again, it looks like it's a pattern today. All right, so one more time. To spell this word, class, what do I say?
Important.
When we're talking, what do we say?
Important.
Important. Good. All right, our next word is to. Class, what's the word?
To.
Our pencils should be down. That means not even close to our hands. All right, now we already learned a different kind of to, at least one. So we'll need to listen for the sentence because to is a homophone. All right, I was too tired to get up when the alarm rang. To. All right, so not like the number 2. And not like we're going to the park. This is, if you say you're too tired, it's something you had a lot of. So too much of something. All right, what sounds do we hear in the word to? Good, our sounds are t, oo. The oo for this to is oo, For this kind of to, which oo do we use? Good, oo, Say the sounds in to while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Which oo? Good. Oo, So if we're changing anything, we're saying the sounds while we're doing it. right, I'll wait till everyone's eyes are up here. Does this need a marking? Not this one. How about this one? Good, and it's just saying its first sound, ooh. So we're just gonna underline it. Pick up your pencil and mark it. And let's read our word.
Ooh.
Good, the next word is add. What's the word?
Add.
Let's see. You learned how to add with regrouping this year. Add. Class, what sounds do we hear in the word add?
Add.
All right, we just hear the sounds add, but it's kind of like our floss rule. It's not our floss rule, but we're going to double the d. All right, the reason that we do that, ideas that are main idea words, they don't like them to be just 2 letters. So remember egg from the very, very beginning of the year? It's a main idea word. It could be just 2 letters, so we doubled the last consonant. Sometimes we add silent final E instead, but for this one, we're going to double that last consonant. So a second D. So to write add, class, what are we going to write?
Add.
Good. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? All right, make sure your word looks like this. If we're writing, we should be holding our paper. All right, let's mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this one? How about this one? It's just like our floss rule, right? We don't mark our floss rule. So when we have the similar thing that's not F, L, or S, we still don't mark it. All right, let's read it. Good. The next word is page. Class, what's the word?
Page.
I cannot remember what page I was on in the book. Page. Class, what sounds do we hear in the word page? Good. Our sounds are p, a, j. Class, our a is a, ah. How are we going to make it say a?
Silent final E, job 1.
Good. Silent final E, job 1. That silent final E, job 1 is going to do one other thing in our word. Because our j is g, j. So class, what's going to let our g, j say j in this word? Oh, we're so used to saying the C rule. Remember, the G rule is almost the same with one extra word. G followed by may. All right, wait, I need everyone to listen and then say it with me because we have to know this rule to go on to 3rd grade. G followed by E. So we're listening first just so we make sure we hear everything. G followed by E, I, or Y may say J. All right, class, say that with me. G followed by E, I, or Y may say J. So our silent final E that's making our A say A is also going to let our G, J say J. One more time, what are we going to write to spell the word page? And which J is it? Say the sounds so you write them. All right, if our pencils are up, we need to be talking. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. Thank you, everyone. Who's ready? What is it? Good. Which J? Wait, which J? Good. G. J.
Silent final E, job 1.
All right, let's see how quickly we can mark it. Think with your eyes up here, that lets me know you're ready. Does this need a marking? How about this one? Good. It's saying its name. How about this one? Good. It's part of our silent final E job 1 team. And I think I've been putting the 2 on top because our rule is may. It's not like with our C, right? It doesn't have to, it may. So we can do this. And how about this one? Good. We're just going to put job 1, even though, which other job is our silent final E doing? Oh, it's doing job 3, right? Silent final E job 3 makes our C say S and our G say J. So this is actually kind of like a super silent final E. It's doing 2 jobs, but we always write the first job that it does. And the first job it does is job 1. All right, go ahead and pick up your pencil and mark your word. Let's read our words. All right, class, nice job. Actually,